Hi, everybody.
Hey, Joey.
Hi, Joey.
Good morning.
Hi.
So this is brought to you guys by the ALC Committee on Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion.
Yay, thank you.
There's a really good King of the Hill episode where the neighbors, from Laos, he's Laotian. Hank Hill's like, so are you Chinese? Or are you Japanese, right? And then the guy's like, no, I'm from Laos. It's a Southeast Asian country. And then in the end, he's like, okay. He's like, so are you Chinese or are you Japanese, right?
Every time I meet somebody new, the question always comes up, where are you from? And I always want to say Minnesota, but you know what they mean.
I was at a bar and someone asked me my name and I said Rachel. And then they said, okay, but what's your real name?
Chinese are not the same as Japanese, are not the same as Koreans, are not the same as Filipinos or Thai or, Indians.
And not every single Asian person gets into college. Not every single Asian person goes to a great school. Not every single person has, a great job.
I can still be Japanese American and know that part of myself and know that history. But it's also okay to still identify as a gangly little suburban kid. And I'm fine with that.
I remember seeing Wayne's World growing up, and I was like, oh, Tia Carrere, she's Filipino, Hawaiian Filipino. And they're like, no, she's playing Cantonese. And I was like, oh, we don't even get to be ourselves. We don't even get to be who we are. We have to play at something else.
Most times in high school or places like this, you don't really have an outlet where you can talk about these Asian American issues. Even in the workplace, you need Asian American mentors who experience the bamboo ceiling, something that happens in corporate America. So most times if you actually look at it, you'll see that a lot of Asian Americans, for instance, they're in middle management or they're in engineering, but you don't really see them in high CEO roles. And the reason being is oftentimes our culture, for instance, my mom always tells me, don't ask for a raise. Keep your head down. When you do your work, your boss will basically, see that you're doing well and he'll give you a raise. But in America, it's not like that. America's the squeakiest wheel gets the oil, right?
People sometimes say that, Nobuko, just forget about Japaneseness. Just open up yourself more and be more expressive and be more upfront and straightforward.
That goes back to the stereotype of no one talks about Asians because Asians don't speak up.
My parents didn't want me to learn the language. They thought that if I were to learn Tagalog at home, that I would have an accent and I would have the struggles that they had because they were shamed for having thick accents when they first immigrated to the US. I think I struggle with it even now, that talking to my parents, I think they do regret those moments of wanting something different for me. I have two younger sisters who are 10 and 8, and I really feel it's my responsibility to help them come to terms with the identity crisis I know they're going through and bridging the gap between the American culture that they deal with at school and the Asian culture they deal with at home.
There is just so much beauty in the distinction and different cultures out there that I think it would be to everyone's advantage to learn more about all the different places we come from. I love seeing that these communities are asking for representation because it's so important to me. And I think my ownership is getting to be a part of that.
And even celebrate the fact that it's so cool to be different, to have something to offer that someone else may not, and to exchange ideas rather than just try to be the same idea. I think that concept is just, it frees you so much. There's so much freedom in that.
Great. That was great, Lauren. I love that one.
Rob brought that one to the table.
Thanks, Rob. That was excellent.
It is. That was beautiful. Got me a little teared up.
Oh, yeah. Today's the day for me to get teared up too. So I'm feeling vulnerable.
What's going on, handsome?
Yeah, I have two daughters graduating college and high school, right?
Oh, Joey, you did such a great job, honey. You go ahead, cry, smile,
sweet.
whatever you want to do.
That's very
Congratulations to her, Joey.
Thank you.
What a great father you are.
No, well, it's everybody has a gift, right? I'm happy I have that one. Okay, tell me something good.
Your daughter's graduated.
Yeah, she did. Sunday
Yes.
was her graduation in Boston. So college is completed. Undergraduate college is completed.
Tracy
And,
off to my hometown.
And she's back out here now.
Tracy is in New Orleans.
She's
now, right?
leaving today.
Oh, she is.
Yeah.
Excellent. You gonna miss your girl? How long is she going for?
I'm gonna miss her so much. I think she's back Tuesday.
Tuesday.
And she's gonna love it. The weather's horrific. But I'm still jealous.
Yeah, it was pretty cold in Boston.
No, it's like 90 degrees and thunderstorms.
90?
We're the most northern Caribbean
Oh my.
country.
Wow. Wow. Subtropical.
Totally.
Yeah.
I just came back from a quick trip from Bozeman to deal with some dad stuff, and I woke up to 7 inches of fresh snow on Sunday.
Oh, wow.
Love it.
I'm now in LA, so
You're like, I'm confused.
little temperature shock. Yes.
Yeah. Well, it's not I mean, LA during the night was like Boston during the day. So it's not balmy here right now. It's just pretty well. Another one. Hey, we could talk about weather forever. What else? Who else has? Ooh, sorry about that. Who else has something good to tell us?
I
Go ahead,
do.
Tim. Go ahead in there.
Well, I had that escrow finally closed out there on in Mar Vista on Venice. It was an ordeal. I mean, I had a hoarder in the front unit. I had a hoarder in the back unit, front unit that was broken into, and I had homeless in there.
Oh,
It was fun.
How many escrows?
3 escrows. So 2 kicked out, the final one, third one was the charm. But man, oh man, it was crazy.
not a joke, Tim.
But
Congrats, honey.
it all worked out.
Your clients
It's your
are lucky
you.
to have you.
Oh man, yeah, but my clients were 2 attorneys, so they weren't having anything, you know. Why isn't it going faster? Why, you know. But anyway, it all worked out.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm
Awesome.
very happy about that one.
Excellent job. Anyone else want to share before we move forward?
I will not be on the meeting next week. I will be in Cancun for the Movement Mortgage President's Club trip for production last year.
And Andy, you missed the
Wow.
trip for the last couple of years, right? Or-
Yeah, they canceled. We were supposed to go to Jamaica last year for production in 2020, and they ended up canceling it last year. So yeah, it's been a minute.
All right. Well, you deserve the accolades. Congratulations,
You
Andy.
do.
We really appreciate you
Get it,
and all your
Andy.
efforts.
you.
You know, we all have the same activities, right? You know, we're trying to be of service for today, for the opportunity someday. Andy's there for agents when they're in a deal, when they're not in a deal, to see how she can help in that process, getting their clients to the end of the line. And getting their clients prepared. These are the activities the exact activities we do with our clients, right? Is to be of service and to be helpful and to get them what they want, even when there's nothing in it for us. So thank you for doing that, and that's how you become successful.
I just have to give her a little shout out because I'm always worried that she'll be gone before the meeting's over because she is very busy and in high demand. So I must give a shout out. We were talking at the very beginning of the meeting. She just goes above and beyond to make sure that the clients are comfortable and that everything that can be done is done. And Andy, I appreciate you. I love you. And I know that's not going to work out, but you tried real hard. And thank you so much. It will eventually work out, but this
Not for the lack of effort, right?
she's the bomb. The bomb.
I love you. I appreciate you.
Agreed. All right. What do we got next there, Miss Carly? Red Day. Okay. got a little late start, but we're doing great. I don't know if Star is on here. Star, who is doing carrying a major
No.
load, and okay. But Brian, do you want to give an update as to, or Brian or Paula, as to logistics of tomorrow?
Yeah, absolutely.
And then,
So tomorrow is the day when we are going to be packing the bags that we are preparing with supplies to give to the new residents at the Hope of the Valley area. I don't know what that would be called. But so we'll be bagging everything up together, and then we'll be providing lunch for all the volunteers afterward. Just so you guys are aware of the current progress where we're at, we were able to collect a good number of donations so far, which we really appreciate. And we've been able to get toiletries and some more of the essentials that the new residents will need. But we would really like to be able to provide a lot of additional stuff like bedding and other amenities for the people. So if, the more that we're able to collect as a team here, the more we're going to be able to help the people at Hope of the Valley.
So in all transparency, we got started a little late on this. And so what we're going to do is, yes, tomorrow is our red day, and we're going to put those packages together. The information will go out, it has gone out and will go out again as to the where, when, and how. And we appreciate anyone coming down to help us put those packages together. But we are, we're going to wipe this date off. And we're going to run this campaign for a couple more weeks, and we're really going to focus on raising some money for Hope of the Valley. Yes, we will get this. We'll get these bags done tomorrow, and we'll spend some time together and have some food, and that's really great. But I want to keep this campaign going for a couple weeks, so that we can really use it as a way to communicate our commitment to charities and the homeless, to our community, right? To the people we work with, the people we want to work with. This is a great way to define who you are as a human being, and what's important to you and your values, and attract people with similar values. That's the whole idea. So we're gonna push this tomorrow to Red Day. Please donate. Please show up. We have plenty of people, I think, showing up and the such. But I'm gonna really like to push this for a couple more weeks to see how much to make a little more impact. Right? We're sort of at $1,000 right now, and we're a bit over $1,000 right now, and that's great, and that covers the logistics of putting these bags together. But I'd really like to raise like another 5,000 so that we can sponsor some more. What Hope of the Valley does is transitional homeless housing. Okay, a safe place, a clean environment, mental health support, physical health support, hot meals, hygiene, and safety, right? So these are all, as you can imagine, hopefully you haven't had to deal with this yourself, but as you can imagine, the desperation and hopelessness associated with living on the street. Okay, so please do your best, but more importantly, use this as a outreach into your spheres and community to create a dialogue and create some action.
Joey, can I ask something practically? So donated, I'm going to come help put together bags, but do you guys need us to also go pick stuff up? I mean, if we get larger donations, will you be adding to the bags, or the bags are the way they are, and then we'll be
The
donating?
bags are the way they are.
Okay,
The larger donations will go to sponsoring units.
gotcha. Okay.
Sponsoring the
Do you
units
need us to pick
themselves.
anything up before we show up?
Not
Okay.
in the future. The Red Day is about the bag assemblage. Andy has been so gracious and supplied bags and what is that antiseptic lotion called?
Antibacterial.
Antibacterial lotion, right?
Sanitizer.
I couldn't
Yeah.
get my head out of Bactine. And so we'll be putting the goods. Everything should be arriving to, some stuff has arrived, and the rest of the stuff I think should be arriving today. Also, I don't know, is there a slide for the t-shirts? Oh, here we go. As I yap on about it, what is Red Day? What is Hope of the Valley? I think I explained that. If anybody has any questions, we have a GoFundMe set up, and we have an Eventbrite set up for those who would like to come down. This is
I put the links in the chat, by the way. Links are in the chat.
links are in the chat. Thank you so much, Carly. All right. Do we have we also, I designed what I think to be a lovely, simple t-shirt. We have, it's nice and soft. It's what's the difference? It's a tapered t-shirt, but it's not a fitted t-shirt, right?
I got it here. You guys can see it.
V-neck for the ladies.
Got it.
The ladies is a heather gray V-neck, and the men's is a crew neck solid gray with KW #KW Larchmont, and under it says "Give where you live," it's a pass-through cost. I can't believe t-shirts went up so much, but $25 per t-shirt. You can just pick one up. We'll have them tomorrow. I made them so that you wear them on other days but Red Day, right? And it kind of puts you out there as a human and a realtor.
And we've only got so many of each size. So just reach out to me or Paula or Carly to reserve one for yourself, and we'll make sure to put it aside.
We'll put it aside for you, bill you through your office bill. Just let us know what you need. All right, guys. Any questions? Oh, here's the event details. 10:30 to 12:30 at the Angeline, on the rooftop at the Angeline. That's at 7. Thank you, Carly, for putting that together. Where she lives, 7149 Willoughby. We just thought it'd be more space and outdoors, and so it'll be COVID is making another surge, so I want everybody to be safe. The RSVP is on Eventbrite. Again, 7149 Willoughby. There's parking in the neighborhood. What is the parking situation, Carly?
Yeah, so there's parking. You just have to watch the signs around on Willoughby, or you can park on La Brea. There's metered spaces. Just one block north is Target. They have 1 hour free in their parking garage. So you just enter right there on Romaine and just come up the stairs and walk down to the building. I have limited guest spaces in my building. So in the morning, I'm gonna go down and check, see how many I have, and then I'll let everyone know.
Yeah, we'll probably need some of those to load and unload the
yeah, of course. And everything is, I can activate the doors and the garage with my phone. So as long as you're at a garage door or the door entrance to the leasing office, you just call my name and I just swipe from my phone and you can get in.
Great, perfect. Thank you so much. And I look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow. Put this together. We'll get our t-shirts out. I think they're really nice t-shirts too. I look forward to wearing them. All right, guys. Any questions? Okay. All right. Let's move forward. Happenings this week. Rob, How you doing today, bud?
I'm good. I'm good. Yeah, I just wanted to talk a little bit. We are, our 9 a.m. meetings start off the day, and we cover a variety of things. One thing I wanted to highlight is recently there's been some studies coming out that realtors are burning out nationwide. And as we know, it's been intense. And with everything that's gone on, we talked about this this past week, even in the 9 a.m. call, about how we've all gone through a unique past few years. A lot of things have happened. And on top of that, the real estate industry has been unlike we've ever seen before. And a lot of realtors are beginning to really feel it right now. And wanted to bring that up, that we need a balance in our life. And I understand when you're brand new into this industry, you want to go full board, metal to the pedal. And I get it. I know when I first started working out at the gym, I told my trainer, he asked, how many days are you coming in? I go, every day. And he said, dude, you need to take a day off. Your body needs a rest. It needs to recover. So when you come back in, you're fully charged and ready to go. And that principle carries out even into our business and other parts of our lives too. And so that's something I want to bring up, that no matter where we are in this industry, if you go back to the days of doing BGs and listening to them and doing real estate, then great. You understand that you need a balance in this. And just wanted to put that up here. I want to put in there that also there's a podcast I listened this morning that was talking about the idea of that kind of balance. So I'm going to put the link in there, and it's really effective. Talks about the idea that there's a lot of times that nothing is always in perfect balance, and we're never a one and done. In fact, if anything, it's always we're having to keep tabs on it. But by keeping tabs is what allows us to reach our goals and give us perspective and not burn out. So that's my coaching perspective and tip of the day.
Excellent. Thanks, Rob. Very, very important. Self-care, keep your machine rolling. How would you treat someone else in the situation you're in? And how would you counsel them or consult them to be the best they can, right? Come from a coaching perspective, I think is really, really important when looking at oneself, right? We always, well, maybe not all of us, but a lot of us have the personality we want to, what we want for others, we don't give ourselves sometimes. So
and we would give the advice to somebody else.
Yeah,
we need to
exactly.
take it well.
That's what I'm trying to say. Thanks, Rob. I appreciate that. Okay, next is contest lead generation. How we doing?
Lead generation this week. The contest is how many note cards you can write out. Let me know by the end of the week. And whoever writes out the most note cards, you are a winner. I can tell you, I already have about 35 done. So can you beat me?
You should. I read them. I think it's one of those things that it sounds really corny, but it gets through all of the fracas of modern life.
And if you really want to enhance your note cards, drop one of these. A little Starbucks $5 card in it.
Oh yeah.
Something like that. Every time I drop a $5 Starbucks card in any of my birthday cards or note cards, I always get a text, a phone call, something back, and it allows more dialogue.
Agreed. It's 20 of them for $100, and it probably, I would assume it's money well spent. That and a little personal note, I think, goes a long way.
Exactly. And you can write it off.
Yep. All right. Even better. All right. I believe next we probably also have
and anybody who has
open
houses coming up, let me know and we will put you in touch with agents. In fact, I had somebody just tell me that this weekend they needed people for open house, put them in contact. Now they have the leverage to hold all of their open houses they need and have all the resources that they need.
Bravo. Bravo, bravo, bravo.
Joey?
Yes.
Can I ask, it's Alex, can I ask a quick question about opens?
Sure.
So I've heard that if it's outside of our brokerage, we are essentially not allowed to do them anymore. And it's very disappointing because of course, like I have relationships with other agents in other markets or who are out of area, and they'll call me to do their opens, and Rich told me that it's absolutely not allowed anymore. Not even, I thought maybe there could be a document that everybody could sign, but he's saying not at all.
It's a liability issue, right, Rich?
It's a combination of a liability issue because you will not be covered under E&O or personal liability insurance, and also the DRE commissioner has weighed in on this, and he says it's a misrepresentation of you're acting as a listing agent, and you're not the listing agent. So you're doing the job of a listing agent, and he's weighed in and said that it is against policy. Is what they've said.
That the policy, the DRE policy is
that they are not that it is not allowed.
Got it. All right.
Now he hasn't done this in writing, but he has been heard in a meeting with CAR leadership, and Gov Hutchinson, the chief counsel with CAR, relayed this at the CAR meetings a couple of weeks ago.
He relayed the opinion, or he relayed it's going to move to policy. It hasn't become policy.
It's
I mean, I'm just
you know, as far as the DRE is concerned, it's a no-no. So it's a no-no. It's a no.
Right.
So you know, and as I've said to agents, I mean, you're independent contractors. If you want to take the chance, but you have, I mean, it was in my I think I mentioned this in my email a few weeks ago after the CAR meetings. And there is a great newsletter that the DRE puts out. I think they do it quarterly. You should always be looking at that, because he weighed in also on that about love letters, saying that they are to be frowned upon because of the fair housing issues. But going back to the open houses is, you know, that's what they're saying, that it just should not be done. And I understand the problems that agents have, and that, you know, there aren't enough open houses to go around within your brokerage, but the DRE has spoken, and CAR has spoken on this, and it is, they're saying no, that it should not be done. You should not do an open house outside of your own brokerage. And once again, Keller Williams to Keller Williams doesn't work, because we are a separate corporation. Each Keller Williams is independently owned and operated. So unfortunately, it would not, you know, move to those lines. So.
Okay.
Is there any chance that we could, you know, make a comment about that as an agent, like, and as an agent who is very clear when I'm in an open house who the listing agent is, and, you know, making sure that people are very aware. You know, like, it just seems like it's just one more way. Like, I haven't closed a ton of deals that way, but I've absolutely picked up buyers. I've closed on deals that, you know, meeting buyers. Like, it's so difficult. And as much as I love our office and everybody's super helpful, I mean, there isn't that, as you're saying, Rich, there isn't that much to go around. And I have very rarely been able to do an open for folks in our office, even before the lack of inventory. So I just feel like, is there anybody we could just, like, make a comment to about it?
You're always welcome to reach out to the DRE.
Yeah, they work. Well, the DRE doesn't work for you, but the board works for you.
Right.
And what about the West Side office? And what is the other office owned by? No,
it's
can't even do that.
Even though they're owned by they're all Forward Living offices. They're each their own independent Every office has their own DRE number because it's a separate corporation for every
Gotcha.
office.
Too bad.
Yeah, I know. There was talk at one point of bringing together the four.
I'm going to push that.
Yeah, I mean, it's in place. It's ready to go. I mean, so, more people talk about it, the better.
Yeah, we're going to discuss that this weekend. Rich.
Yeah. Okay, sounds good.
All right, perfect. Thank you, Alex. All right, next we have upcoming classes. Okay, we'll start with, hey, listen, I have this in here every week because the value of it doesn't go away. Renee is a dialogue master, and she will help you with scripts and scripts practice every Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday, 8:30 to 9 a.m., half hour just to get that party started. And then 9 to 10, Chrissy has the lead generation power hour. And we have our 9 to 9:30, but you can jump onto that power hour. KW Tech Training, marketing campaigns is tomorrow, websites on Friday, marketing on Monday, command overview on Tuesday, team overviews. These are great classes, guys. These are live classes, not just videos. Scott will take all of your questions and really help. Scott's a great person to have as a friend. I'm going to get in there close with him. He'll answer any questions. Spark series every day. I mean, yeah, every day from 10 to 11:30, leading into the elements, which is next. That's May 2nd through the 13th is Spark. And I would say the next is the elements, which follows that. Right, Carly? All right, 5 steps to 15 sellers this summer. Okay, Jeff Glover is a huge personality and force, and he will be having it's at the Marriott Los Angeles Airport. Real inexpensive. It's like $29, and you will get a deal out of this conversation. You will be inspired to get, I'd say, at least one more deal. So it's the secrets of top listing agents. Jeff doesn't pull any punches. He's real direct, and he will give you actionable items to move your business forward and to get more listings this summer. 5 steps to 15 more sellers this summer. Okay. Mortgage rates uncovered. Andy Kristenot on Friday. She's going to pull back the curtain. Hour and a half of mortgage power. Right? Tell us about it, Andy.
Yeah, I think it's really important. I work with agents all over the place, not just at the Larchmont office. And I know it's important for us all to stay in our own lanes and things like that. But I think it's valuable, especially now in this time, to be armed with as much information and knowledge and really understand the inner workings of the mortgage market. It's there's a lot that goes into it. So I think it's important. I think it's valuable to be able to pass along to your clients and talk them through the market and what things look like, but also have a clear elementary understanding of really why things are the way that they are.
Well, I couldn't agree more. And having Andy as a partner in a deal is great. But your clients have this implied kind of desire to have you have some understanding of what's going on in mortgage. And so the more you do not have to be the expert, That's Andy is the expert, right? But you want to understand the vernacular of the market du jour. What is mortgage in this moment, right? Because it is different in every moment. The elements are the same, but they become, some become more important than others in different markets, right? And so this is how to win today, right? And so that you can counsel your clients. You are my clients, but you can counsel your clients through this process, right? That would be nice if I can hear you, Andy. You're on mute.
There's a lot of information online. The process can obviously be overwhelming. And the information can be misleading too. If you don't know exactly what you're searching for, it all looks the same, and everybody's like, well, why is it this and not that? So anyway, that's my scoop. I'm not here to walk you through the underwriting process or anything, but just give you a little bit of insight on the background workings of.
Thank you, Andy.
Thing. Yeah.
It'll make you sound smarter to your clients. All right, next. Classy Hour. David Ehrlich of Larchmont is sponsoring on Tuesday, May 17th, 3 to 4. Is that a happy hour type meet and greet? Brian? Paula?
Hi, it's Paula. No, I believe it's gonna be on Zoom.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Is he doing drink vouchers or something? It has a drink vibe to it. Little early in the day.
Yeah. No, this was a class that was here before, and we're just kind of reinstating it slowly.
Purely education.
But yeah, for now, I don't think there are drinks involved, but I'm sure maybe in the future, as we bring classes back to the office, we'll maybe make it into a fun, classy hour.
All right. Thank you. All right. So David's going to be teaching that class on the 17th of May, which is almost a week from now, next Wednesday, next Tuesday. Is that correct? Mathematically. All right. A lot going on with classes. Great.
Hey, can I interrupt for a second, Joey? There was supposed to be Paula. Are we doing this class on the 16th?
Yes, I believe so. The class with Aldo, the deputy.
Well, it's with Jeff Frank. I mean, it's kind of a big deal.
Yeah. Yeah. Last time I checked with Aldo, yes, it was still on.
Okay. Do we have a slide for that?
I can make one, and I'll share it. I'll share it as a separate event on a MailChimp.
Okay, so basically what she's talking about, Joey, is that we put together with the LA County tax assessor, who's obviously a little bit hard to get a hold of, and Rob was very instrumental in doing that. We're going to have an hour on Monday on Prop 19 and not just how it works and what it is, because I think we've all had, a general overview of that. But a lot of things come up, a lot of questions come up. I know I get a lot of questions. Hey, if I sell my house and I own it with my wife or my husband, can we each buy one? We want to downsize and buy one in Santa Barbara. Mm-hmm. And it's very, very confusing. And the LA County tax assessor, and he's going to bring one of his attorneys with him, will be talking to us specifically to answer all these questions. And
that's an amazing opportunity to be in front of the LA County tax assessor. To hearing it from his mouth is an amazing opportunity. And that's going to be on Monday, between what time, Paula? Okay.
Monday, 12 to 1.
Monday, 12 to 1. Okay. All right. And you'll get out an email today. please. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Thank you, Charlotte. And thank you, Rob, for making that happen. Okay.
I already had my turn, so
I know.
I'll see y'all on
We'll
Friday.
move on to Raha. We'll move on to Raha.
Hello.
Hey, Raha. How's it going
Hi.
today?
How's it going? Today I wanted to talk about what is mentioned on offers and on counter offers. So I have seen that agents mention seller disclosures on counter offers, and this has caused issues with lenders because they're referencing certain documents on the actual counter offer and they want to see that. What we recommend you do is use a separate form, which is a receipt for reports, where you can add all the disclosures and anything that you've given to the buyers ahead of time. That way they can sign off on it, and that can be separate between the buyer and seller so that the lender doesn't see it. As you all know, the seller disclosures can disclose anything from we see dancing termites by the windows every night, or we have a leak that has caused a lot of issues, or whatever it is that the sellers have disclosed. You don't want it referenced in the actual contract. That is separate. And also I've been seeing in the actual contract where it says buyer to pay for an inspection report. This is something that is, clear, and you don't have to add that on there. But if it's in there, they could ask for that inspection report that is referenced in the RPA. Buyers have their due diligence. They could do their own inspections depending on what the contract says. And that way they pay for their own inspections. So that's clear. Usually you don't have to add that on there. And then
Yeah, please don't add that on there.
Yeah. So
or termites.
It's
Termite
causing,
report.
it's causing some issues. So it's best that it's referenced in a separate receipt for reports. I understand that you guys want the buyer to confirm that they've received everything, but it's not the way to do it through a counter. If you guys have any questions about this, you can reach out to me or Rich or Joey, and we'll be happy to help.
Yep. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Raha.
Thank you.
Always bringing value. Ven, how are you doing today?
Great, Joey. How are you guys? How are you?
I'm good.
Good. Hey, so I just want to again reiterate what you said, Joey. Right? Just want to be of service to you guys. Make myself available anytime. Again, you don't have to use me for anything in terms of title orders. Just please, I'm here to answer any of your questions regarding the title questions, farming and whatnot. So just, I'm part of the team. Just let me know. I'm here and ready to answer any of your questions.
Thank you, Ven. Always
Awesome.
available, always part of the team. Love it. All right. Do we have a slide for Rich? Rich, what do you have today?
Haven't I talked enough today?
No, actually, I think that might be your internal narrative, Rich, because I don't feel like we've heard enough.
Yeah, thank you. I will talk about that. The past 2 weeks, a week in Sacramento for CAR meetings and a week in DC for NAR meetings. The important note from the CAR meetings, if you didn't get or read my email, is that buyer broker agreements are the topic in many different committees. So they are being looked at, they are being revised. It will be one document as opposed to the 3 that we have now. And it's going to be a very important document for us to get used to and to use. Why? Because the DOJ suit against NAR, where how the buyer's agent is compensated, that's becoming an important factor as far as the DOJ is concerned. And many different listing agents are offering $1, $500, You're probably going to see a lot more of that, and you're going to have to rely on the buyer broker agreement in order to get paid. So it's going to be a very important document, and there is even talk of making it mandatory with legislation, as other states already are doing. That there has to be an agreement between a buyer and a buyer's agent in order to work together. So, so that was an important note in CAR meetings. In NAR meetings are more broad. This is Fair Housing Month. If you go to nar.realtor, look up Fair Haven. It's a great exercise in, I don't know how to put it. It gives you little scenarios, and we all don't want to think we have these prejudices in our minds, but we all have them, and we subconsciously do it. And it's a great exercise to take. So just take a look at it. It's called Fair Haven. It's a great thing to do.
Excellent. And you know, not that I'm going to open up a can of worms. And this DOJ view is definitely the result of lobbying from digital companies who want to degrade the value and the connection between the traditional agent and the I agent, as we will call them now. So this is definitely part of their master plan to deconstruct real estate as we know it. So get involved where you can, be aware, and participate, because there are lots of forces trying to deconstruct your livelihood, really, and really change it for their own purposes.
Rich, I have 2 questions on that.
Sure.
When are they expecting to have a revision of the form that you mentioned?
They don't think that they'll make the, CAR revises the forms in June and in December. They don't think they'll make the June revision. It's still being worked on. They may release it, make a special release in July if they don't make it in June. So sometime this summer it will come out. It will come out. And there is, I'll find it and I'll put it in the chat. There's about 40 forms that are being revised. Yeah. Now, I mean, some of them are, just little revisions and whatnot. I'm going to find, they have them redlined on car.org. I'll find it and I'll put it in the chat. And you can still, if you see something, say something. You can make comments about changes or about they take comments from members. So I'll find it and I'll put it in the chat. So of what's being revised that will come out in June.
Okay, thanks. The other question is, in these cases where you're saying $500, $1, I haven't seen that on sales, but I obviously see it on leases a lot. Has anybody figured out, are lenders going to lend on buyer's agents' commissions if it does end up having to be paid for by the buyer? Or is that gonna,
I think that's a question for Andy, but I would imagine, as it has to be disclosed, it has to be on the HUD. So it has to be factored into what the buyer is going to be owing. you know,
but it is a cost of sale, though.
It is a cost of sale, right? So
I had it come up once with it had to do with a credit or something, and it was a very nominal amount that the buyers had to pay me, which was $3,000, and it became kind of an issue with the lender. So I just didn't know if anybody was sort of addressing that side of it on a bigger level.
On the bigger level, my guess is yes, because the industry is changing, and this is the direction that it's going in. I can tell you that right now.
Great, thanks, Rich. Boo is what I say. Lots of O's. All right, thanks, Charlotte. All right, where are we? We are at birthdays. Tell me something good about birthdays. There's Wardo and Annette and Thomas Robinson, all had birthdays this week. Happy birthday, you guys. Also, congratulations to the following people who closed some deals this week. Gabrielle, I always do that. Gabriel Valdez closed another one. Also Tim, Antron, Steve Senegram, and Champ Davenport, Dave Park, Pete, I said Pete Bonacore, right? Chloe Choi, and also Laura and Bea. Congratulations, guys. Closings this week.
Yeah, special shout out to Gabriel and Chloe for closing their first deals.
Amazing. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Congratulations, you guys. Congratulations on new escrows. Thomas Robertson has a deal on Atoll, Byron and Paolo, Gina Ibarola and Cecilia, also Tiffany and Rachel, Tiffany, Bates Hennington, congratulations. Stacy Hahn, congratulations. Terry Lloyd, Kaylin Penna, her first closings, or her first escrows she's opening on Village Parkway and on East Olympic Boulevard, and I believe that's in the Highland Park. And Christina Kim on David Lane. That sounds like someone's name. Thanks, Rich. Put those red line form link in the chat. Thank you, Rich. Some closed leases. We have the Barentine Group closed a lease on South Orange Grove. Congrats. New listings this week, starting with single families. Gabriel Valdez has a new listing. Here he goes in Lancaster. 4 bedrooms, 3 baths, 2,743 square feet for $550,000. Also, Steve Senegram has it looks like a townhouse, I would call it, on Cahuenga, a 2-bedroom, 3-bath, 1,921 square feet for $1.249. Also, Jen Roa has Weed Lake, and that's a 3-bedroom, 4-bath, 4,131 square feet. That's a lot of property for just under $3 million, 2,950. That's a beautiful shot. Angela Bond has a new listing on Fisher. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,125 square feet for $1.199. Looks like the back of the house, I would assume. I'm trying to make it out. Sabine, how do you pronounce this? Matilia, would that be correct? 4-bedroom, 3 baths, 2,628 square feet for $2.295, just under $2.3 million. Cute little swing in the front there on the porch. On has a beautiful 1-bedroom, 1-bath, 1,280 square feet for $925,000 on South Broadway. Christina Kim on Lamplighter, with a big old kitchen family room, 5 in Oak Hills, 5 bedrooms, 6 baths. Wow, almost 5,000 square feet for $990,000. Where is Oak Hills, California, guys? Tell me, please. Anybody know where Oak Hills is? All right, I'll have to look it up myself. That's a lot of square footage and low cost per square feet.
I feel like it's sort of Glendale-ish.
Really? That close?
Like north,
No.
just north. No, I'm tripping.
No, it's Angela is telling me it's Hesperia,
Oh, it's up in
northeast of
Hesperia.
Fontana.
Yeah.
Victor Valley.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All right. All right. That makes me feel a little better. For what reason, I don't know. Next we have leases. Kimberly Park and Ashley Gerster. Ashley, you want to talk about this lease? I saw you on there earlier. Are you able?
Hi, yes, Joey, sorry. It is currently available. It's $3,000 a month, 1,190 square feet, 2 bedrooms, 1 bath. It's really nice and modern inside, super clean, light, natural light. Yeah.
Excellent. And right on New Hampshire. Excellent.
Yes.
Congrats.
Thank you.
All right. Next we have some pocket listings. Anybody? Pocket listings coming soon. I know we had a couple coming soons in the earlier in the meeting, but if you guys have any coming soons or pocket listings that you are looking for, anyone have something come out? Okay. All right. Let's move on to before we leave, anybody have any wants or needs or fill the bucket?
I have one.
Oh, bring it, Kimberly.
My client is looking for 4-unit multiplex under 2.5 million. It doesn't have to be in great shape, but as long as it has some incomes, she's open to it.
As long as it has what, positive income or just any income?
Oh, just current income, like rent income.
Okay, all right, good. All right, that's in any particular area?
Preferably in LA.
Right.
Not too far.
You should be able to get that for 2.5. I think that's not unreasonable. Right?
Yeah, lately, I mean, we've been looking for over a year now. All the properties, they don't really have a good rent income, the current income, but it's really hard to get the tenant out of it. So we've been having trouble.
Yeah.
So if
Yeah,
anybody has any listing, let me know.
Alex Dion says she made a recommendation in the chat for the place on Gramercy. I think she liked. Oh, it's 9 units. She should check out 310 South Gramercy, 2.5, 9 units. So that's a big one.
Thank you.
All right. Anyone else wants needs?
I just want to fill the bucket for Ven,
Fill it up.
Picks up my call immediately and answers every question I ever have. Just immediately. It's just amazing.
Yeah.
Also for Raha, who this week was a nightmare and I was a little messy with my stuff. And she, as always, was kind and fabulous about things that I was missing. And she keeps me on track and I so appreciate her.
I love you.
Love.
You know, you also, you have equity with her, Lorna, because you always treat her with kindness. And
I'm draining it, Joey.
Right? So in a moment when you might not have it, you might not be there. you have equity in the bank with her. So, it's an important lesson to learn in,
It is. I need to make
life
some
in general.
deposits. So I'm going to need
Fill it up when you're feeling good,
And
right?
if somebody treats Raha badly, they're gonna have quite a few of us to beat.
Just the beat down.
Yeah. I'm on the top of that list.
I didn't want to single out Raha.
I'm with you there, Charlotte.
To pour into the people who support you in your business, right? Pour into them and on the good days, so that on the bad days, you got something there, right? Lorna.
You made me smile. Thank you.
All right, I can.
I say thank you to Raha too.
Thank you, Alexandra. Very sweet.
Yes, I just love Raha. She's the best.
She's got something going on over there. We all love, for sure.
I want to add to that. Raha has been really calm and very helpful. Like the current transaction, I've been jumping up and down and everywhere, but she's always there to support all the matters for me. So I really appreciate that, Raha.
Oh, my pleasure. My pleasure. Thank you, guys. It's my pleasure to be in business with all of you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, dear.
Thank you.
It's a mutual feelings, huh?
Yeah, thank you.
Deserves it all. Anyone else wants?
Yeah, I have a request. I have a buyer looking for a one-story, either mid-century modern Spanish or craftsman that is not a fixer, up to approximately 3 million, let's say. Miracle Mile, Carthay Circle, north to Beverly, not as far as Melrose. However, she'd look at Spalding Square and West Hollywood. She wants to sort of stay away from Melrose because of all the crime. That's the word that she used happening. But she's definitely qualified and would also like was something that either has a pool or has space to add one. And everything on the market I'm aware of.
All right. 3 million, doesn't sound unreasonable, right? Unless I missed something in that equation.
No.
Yeah, it's just not a lot on the market. So if anybody has anything coming up, or please call Michelle. All right. Anyone else wants, needs? All right, boys and girls, I think then in that case, we will wrap it up for today. And I look forward to seeing you next week. Bring it on. All right. Thanks, guys. Thank you, Lorna.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody.